The ringtone shattered the stillness of the night. I jolted awake, squinting at the clock on the nightstand. 3:07 a.m. The room was dark, silent, except for the soft buzz of the phone. I reached over, expecting it to be a wrong number, or maybe a late work emergency. But it wasn't my phone ringing, it was hers. Her phone lit up on the dresser, vibrating insistently, flashing a name across the screen. Derek speech balloon. My heart slammed against my ribs. Derek. I'd heard the name before, always a coworker, always a harmless excuse. My wife had laughed it off whenever I asked, rolling her eyes, telling me I was paranoid. But 3 a.m. wasn't work hours. 3 a.m. was secrets. She stirred beside me. Who's calling? She mumbled, half asleep. I stared at the phone vibrating again. Why don't you tell me? I said quietly. Her eyes opened instantly, and the panic that flickered across her face told me everything I needed to know. She scrambled for the phone, but I was faster. I swiped to answer, holding it to my ear before she could stop me. Hey baby, a man's voice said, low and intimate. Did I wake you? I couldn't stop thinking about last night. Silence. My wife froze, her face pale, her lips trembling, her eyes begging me not to react. I didn't speak. I let him keep talking. God, the way you looked in that dress. I can't wait until we're away this weekend. Just you and me, no more sneaking around. Her hands clutched at my arm. Please hang up, don't listen. But I'd heard enough. I ended the call. The weight of betrayal crashing over me like cold water. The woman I had trusted, loved, built a life with, she had been sneaking around, lying in my bed while giving herself to someone else. For a moment, all I could do was stare at her. My chest burned, my throat tight. How long? I asked, my voice dangerously calm. Tears welled in her eyes. It's not what it sounds like. Don't lie to me, I snapped. How long? She broke. 6 months, she whispered. 6 months. Half a year of stolen nights, secret calls, hidden touches. 6 months of her laughing at my trust, my loyalty. I didn't yell. I didn't throw things. Instead, I stood, pulled on my jeans, and grabbed my phone. She followed me, sobbing, reaching for my hand. Please don't leave. We can fix this. I'll end it with him. I turned to her, and for the first time in years, I felt nothing but coldness. You ended us the moment you answered his call at 3 a.m. That night I left. But I didn't just walk away, I planned. Revenge wasn't about rage. It was about patience, precision. And if Derek and my wife thought they could humiliate me in secret, they had no idea what storm I was about to unleash. Over the next week, I gathered everything. Screenshots of her texts, bank records of the hotel charges, even the location history on her phone she'd forgotten to disable. Piece by piece, I built a case. Not for the courts, though divorce would come soon enough, but for the one moment that would shatter their little fantasy. Her birthday was coming up. She had planned a girls' night out. I knew better. I tracked the hotel reservation she'd made under her friend's name, saw the suite she and Derek had booked. And that night, while she thought she was slipping away unnoticed, I followed. I waited until they were inside, until the champagne was poured, until laughter filled the air. Then, with the spare key I had accidentally obtained at the desk, I walked in. The look on their faces was priceless. My wife froze mid-laugh, Derek's arm still around her waist. Her smile collapsed, her lips parting in horror. Derek stood, stammering, but I raised my phone, pressing play. The recording of his 3 a.m. call filled the suite. Hey, baby, couldn't stop thinking about last night. Every word echoed through the room. My wife's eyes filled with tears. Derek's face turned pale. You two wanted secrets, I said coldly. Now the world gets to hear them. I uploaded the recording, along with screenshots and photos, to a private group of friends, family, and, most importantly, her boss. The woman who had always prided herself on her reputation, her image, was exposed in seconds. My wife dropped to her knees, sobbing, begging. Please stop, we can fix this. I looked at her, the woman I once loved, now a stranger I didn't recognize. You shattered us the night you let him in. Now I'm just making sure you feel the same destruction. I walked out, leaving her world in ruins. Derek abandoned her within weeks. Cowards rarely stay when the fantasy crumbles. She tried to call, to beg forgiveness, but I never answered. Because at 3 a.m., her phone exposed everything. And my revenge was making sure she never forgot it.